But at that, just winding down on trade, and while we've resurrected from sub 10,150 levels, this is definitely going to go down as a weak day. So about a 0.5% recovery is what has kicked in for the small cap index, but we're still down a good 2%. That's how we're shutting shop. About 300-point knock coming in for the mid cap index, and the Nifty has managed to defend 10,150, but it's a sub 10,200 move. So we are definitely sub the 2018 highs that we made, and we erased all of our 2018 gains. 10,164 on closing bell, a knock of about 85 odd points. From a 300-point fall, we've recovered about 50 odd points, so it's a 250-point cut that the Sensex is going to close the day with, but lots has been bleeding. The breadth, of course, 163 stocks standing to the declines, to just about 50 odd standing to the advances within the F&O markets. It's been a blue chip led for today. So SBI, ICICI Bank have fallen further. SBI down 3.5%, 2.5% down for ICICI Bank. Bharti down 2.25%. ONGC lost 2%. Reliance was down nearly about 2%. There was L&T down 1.5%, and blue chips like HDFC as well, which also pressured the index today. On the flip side, for within the broader markets, it's been Fortis that slumped 8%. Karnataka Bank, which is now down 7.7%. There's Andhra Bank, 6.7% cut there. Adani names have failed to resurrect. Adani Power still down 7%, and JP Associates too, which has fallen about 7.5%. Avan, what are the other losers that you've been spotting?
You know, it's such an extensive and a long list of losers, Aisha, with an adverse market breadth, and it's seeing a crackdown of about 2% plus on the broader end of the market. Let's start off with the biggest drag, and that is JP Power, 10% off. Bhushan Steel, 9%. Fortis Healthcare struggles, sub 150. You've got Bombay Dyeing, VA Tech, as well as Karnataka Bank down and out. Adani Transmission, Adani Power, Adani Enterprises, all of those stocks seeing big cracks in trade. Andhra Bank, Canara Bank, as well as Jindal Stainless are in the red. And it's a little bit of green on the screen, but that's isolated to stocks like Phoenix Mills, a lot of the mid-cap IT like Hexaware, Vakrangi, NIIT Tech that are holding out, something like an HCL Technologies, as well as Cox & Kings. And so that it's a sea of red, and 6th straight day on the trot that we're seeing selling pressure in the markets.
And it's not looking like, Awan, that it would get any better from current levels, because look at the large cap stocks and what has happened to them. SBI, Bharti, ICICI Bank, Reliance, these all stocks have corrected more than 2%. In fact, SBI to the tune of 4%. And we are seeing that there has been short build-up, not very significant, but we are seeing cash selling. And yesterday, surprise, that even DIs were seller in cash market, which is not a good news. Looking at what's happening. In fact, FIs were buyers. Today, I guess FIs might have turned again sellers in cash market, because if you see ICICI Bank, L&T, Lupin, Tata Steel, Sun Pharma, these stocks going down, that clearly signifies that liquidity is not easy to come by. Though the the interpretations from crude oil and dollar index are not very negative at this point of time. So let's see, important support levels have gone, 10,300, 10,350 zone.